Well, glory be and mercy me, we've done it yet again. Here we are, walk around the graveyard. What a time to be alive, eh, kids? What a time to be alive. Here we are, facing an apocalypse. There's no other way to describe it. Climate change is rearing its head, it's burning London down, and we, as a population, are responding to it with overt fascism. There's no other way to describe it. The power structure is completely capitulated. The liberals, insofar as they exist in the society, have totally bent the knee to the fascist power structure. Here in the province of Ontario, we're seeing Doug Ford actually give like dictator style powers to the mayor of Toronto so that the mayor can just veto legislation and push through executive orders and things like this, all in an effort to keep control of the means of production and the power structure in the hands of the oligarch class. And what's most astounding during this period of time of total abandonment, like there's no other way to describe it, it's just complete and total abandonment by the political class. The response from the power structure is to say, oh, if you're struggling with this total abandonment, if you're struggling with the idea that climate change is going to eradicate all life on the planet, if you're struggling with the fact that we're doing nothing to actually confront these issues, if you're struggling with those ideas, well, then you have a mental illness. This is how they're responding. That they are saying that the fear and the rage and the despair that is coming out of the populace because of the powerful's refusal to actually address the issues that they are creating is actually our fault, right? It's not a normal response to betrayal. It's not a normal response to someone deceiving us and destroying the future of humanity. No. It's just so you have a mental illness, right? So you better take care of your mental illness, right? Your anxiety and your depression. Did you guys know that suicide is up? Did you guys know all this kind of stuff? Yeah, obviously. Like, obviously suicide is up, right? Obviously people are living in depression. Obviously people are living with anxiety. Obviously people are wanting to check out of this society and this reality. Obviously. Like, the fact that we're supposed to tolerate a propaganda system that is telling us that if you feel these ways, you have a mental illness is an absolute obscenity. It's absolutely grotesque that we're supposed to tolerate this idea that while a psychopathic billionaire class literally does everything it can to destroy the society and the species, that if we have a reaction to that is negative, it means we have a mental illness. This is a grotesque form of gaslighting that I can see liberals really grabbing onto, and it's being done in an effort to once again throw roadblocks in the way of people doing what needs to be done, which is to take to the streets and surround the halls of power. Because if they can convince you that, oh, you have a mental illness, the issue is you, right? Well, then they can get you into therapy, they can get you on these pills, they can drug you, right? They can make sure that you just stay a good little compliant worker, because the issue isn't that they are psychopaths who need to be arrested en masse. The issue is that you have a mental illness. We have to surround the halls of power. We have been cooed by a psychopathic death cult that is worse than the Nazis, that they are using every excuse, every piece of propaganda they can, every itsy bitsy little thing that they can do to ensure that the species is obliterated as effectively as possible. They are doing it. And we are at a point now where we have to say that they're doing it on purpose, that they know what they're doing. They've gone psychopathic. They're getting off on doing it. There's no other explanation. They're certainly not responding to the situation rationally. They're certainly not responding to the idea that, hey, climate change is more than capable of destroying the species. What are their solutions, right? Electric cars, carbon capture technology, right? The sun will melt these things. The sun does not give a shit about your stupid, childish little electric vehicles. It will happily burn them down and blow them up. And if you think otherwise, then you're a child and it's time to grow up. We have to surround the halls of power. There is no alternative. There is no other solution. The political system has been couped. It is controlled and owned by the psychopath class. And you can tell because they keep telling you to engage with it as if it has any legitimacy. We have to redraw our foundational documents. We have to reject the psychopath class and arrest the people responsible for creating this catastrophe. And if we don't, then we will be completely obliterated. I am doing a protest August 1st, Bloor and Bedford Road, 4 p.m. If you are in Toronto, come to it. If you are not in Toronto, form your own protest movement. It's all we have left. There's nothing else to do. Like, share, subscribe. It won't be too much longer until I'm off this platform. That they will censor us. They will chase us away. They will make sure that rational voices cannot be heard. And as they do it, they'll just say, oh, this guy has a mental illness, while they obliterate the society in front of us. Always remember, guys, you are a quantum being walking around in quantum energy. The billionaire class is spending hundreds of billions of dollars in the hopes that you'll never realize it. You'll just stay the good little commodity they need you to be. Revolt, rebel, repent. Good luck. We're gonna need it.